Just showing a little bit of the view in the backyard. Haven't done one of these lives, well, updates in a while. So basically, just wanted to just hop on there just for a couple seconds. Just a few things I've been kind of going through and learning on this entrepreneurial journey, and I keep trying to show the background because I had quite a few people over here to the house, and actually it's not my house, it's the wife's house technically, but I've had a few people over here and they all mention what a great view we have. And the funny thing is, living here and having this view every single day, you come to not appreciate it anymore, to a degree. I remember my mom came to visit, and she's from South Carolina, and we took her to the beach here, and she said, I should come to California to visit you guys more often just so I can go to the beach. And then I said, Mom, you live 20 minutes away from the beach on your coast, your side of the country. Why don't you just go to the beach there more often? And she kind of laughed. And the point was, we just don't seem to appreciate what we have or where we're at a lot of times. And even in my case, I can come out here and look at the view. I look at that tree that kind of needs a haircut there, but the rest of it, and even that, even looking at that one tree that has those little palm shards or whatever you call them hanging down, compared to those trees. See the neighbor's trees up there. See how they're cut compared to that tree right there. Anyways, beside the point, but that seems to be like human nature. We always just pick at what we have, and we're always looking elsewhere for greater fulfillment, for greater whatever. I remember when I was married to my first wife, I was going through a period of personal growth and self-development. At the time, it was more so just exploring another church, if you will. And the thing that got me was I was searching for more. And instead of being really grateful and appreciative for what I had, I was searching for more because I wanted more fulfillment. Now, that's kind of a twofold thing, because when people around you in close proximity aren't growing with you or growing as fast as you, that can create a little bit of a imbalance. And over time, it ultimately led to me divorcing her. There's a lot of other factors and things like that, but the thing is, it's what I'm found, it has to be like a little balance. You have to appreciate where you are, you have to be grateful for where you're at, but always still reach for personal fulfillment, I guess you can say. I mean, that's why people get online. They get online, they want to make money, they want to do this, they want to do that, they want to pay off debt. But ultimately, why? Why do you want to do that? I mean, is it because of the debt? Is it because you really can't stand your job that much? Or is it just because you want to live a life of satisfaction and freedom where you can explore different areas to really hit different levels of fulfillment? And then when you start thinking like that, it no longer even becomes about the money or about the programs, but about just having enough time to where you can sit back, appreciate what you have, and maintain that perfect balance of appreciating what you have. How they say the grass is always greener on the other side. Water your own grass, but yet still strive and press for more. So kind of going back to that whole personal growth thing, another thing I found is when people in close proximity to you aren't growing as fast as you are or you want them to, at some point their chapter and I got a phone call here. Hopefully it's not going to interrupt my video here. Hopefully their chapter in your life may sometimes come to a close, as in my case. And now I've been estranged from my other kids with the ex-wife for probably going on 5-6 years now, and yet I have another child in my new marriage, and it's such a mix of emotions. I'm still taking the steps to bridge the gap with my other kids, but at the same time I have to be here with my current kiddo, and sometimes I have to fight that mental battle of checking out, because when I was in the Marine Corps, when I would go home after work, I would still be at work. And I'll say that again. I would go home after work. In my head, I would still be at work. I wouldn't be there at the house present. And I sometimes find that where I am now, I'm earning full-time income online. I'm home with my kiddo all day, but I have to check myself and wake up and realize, are you really here? Yes, you may be physically here in the house, but are you here? Are you mentally available and not thinking about your business? Or, me thinking about my business. And it's such a balance you have to learn to maintain. And once you start figuring that out wherever you are at in your life, find that balance of appreciation for where you're at, your current situation, and still progressing. However, when you get that perfect balance, it's not such a thing that you're unhappy about. Because I know some people, I got to get to, their goals are earning a full-time income online, and they won't be happy until that happens. Well, that's not going to happen when you're in that state. Only once you become appreciative of where you're at, 100% in your core, and then you're working online to create something, but you're in a position of gratitude, that's when it's going to work for you. In my case, it wasn't until I actually wrote down my debt, $102,284.74, April 30th, 2015. I wrote it down. It was at that point I had a sense of relief, because I knew that was the target. And ever since then, every single commission that I made, a percentage of it went to go to pay down that debt. And then it just started happening faster and faster and faster, because I was thankful and I became appreciative for finally having a target to go after. I was still thankful where I was at that point in time. And it's a hard balance sometimes, especially with trying to balance raising kids, shooting YouTube videos for your business, buying household items compared to buying traffic, traveling for events, how much time you're going to spend away from home at events, just different things like that. Or even in the beginning, if you're struggling, if you're working overtime to create extra money from the job so you can put it into your business, it just becomes such a hectic, noisy life. And, if you don't get anything from this video, just number one, find something in your current situation to really be thankful, grateful, and appreciative about. And then from that state, from that space, work on your business. You have to work on yourself more than you work on your business. And it's a constant, mental tug of war. Besides, what's more important? Is your business more important? Is your family more important? Well, I'm working on my business to create more time freedom so I can spend with my family. Well, while you're building your business, make sure you spend that time with your family as well. And it's kind of a hard balance sometimes. So the only thing I could say is find something to be thankful, grateful, and appreciative of where you're at. And from that place, from that emotional feeling, or from that feeling, that's when you go to work on your business. If you're not thankful about anything, then you shouldn't be working on your business. You need to get right here first. Get right here. Get right as much as you can in your household and work on your business. Sometimes that may not happen with your family, with your immediate family. You know, your spouse may not be supportive, whatever. In those instances, you have to make sure you're doing the right things for you in your gut above all else. And sometimes that spouse may not be, you know, their chapter may be coming to a close. You have to come to accept that. Once you truly get peace with that, then you'll move to that next level of success. Or your spouse may be wanting you to get more certain and more sure about your path, and then they'll come on board with the support. So, you know, you just got to find that balance for yourself. Have anything, be thankful where you're at, and then from there, work on your business and your dreams. Name's Rob Fraser. Comments, questions, you like it, you like the video, you hated the video, leave it below. Rob, you're a moron. You know, Rob, that was the best video I ever saw. Just let me know in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next video.